Yo, I know y'all remember that quote, mi gente. I know y'all remember that quote. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I repeat, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Why I say that? Just look at this. We got Amanda Serrano. Look at to shatter the record of Katy Taylor's $6 million fight purse. You heard me? I tried telling y'all just keep going with this GWOAT talk, man. Listen, we gonna get more to this GWOAT talk in about 1 minute.
Toma, hueva, tacho.
VIC SZN.
Pa' que sepa, puñeta.
Listen, man, if you're new to this channel, this is where I cover the most latest, greatest, and exciting fight news while also elaborating my personal thoughts and perspective. If that's the type of channel you're into, make sure to hit that like button, but let's get right to it. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, Amanda Serrano is the GWOAT of boxing. You know, there's people out there, they'll ask, hey, who's the GWOAT? As if we don't already know who the GWOAT is. So when they start to hear the name Amanda Serrano every time, guess what happens? They switch it up and say, no, I don't mean who's the greatest woman of all time. I'm simply asking who owns the trademark. Who owns the trademark? I'm not asking who's the greatest woman of all time. Listen, we gotta cut this out with who's the GWOAT. It's undeniable. It's undisputable. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that it's Amanda Serrano. Man, we don't even gotta get into that money talk. We could get down to the resumes. We could get down how Amanda Serrano really earned her titles in the craziest way, without no boxing politics involved. You know, shout out to Clarissa Shields. She's great in her own right. She's one of the best in this era. Not of all time, but in this era. Yes, she is one of the greatest, right? But let's be honest here. She only has 15 fights right now. Give her some time to grow. I believe she might get close. There's a lot to compete with when we're talking about Amanda Serrano. You know, let's put the politics of boxing away and really look at what they accomplished in the sport of boxing. You know, let's not just throw titles everywhere. And a lot of people say, oh, but if they got to the title, that got to mean something. Not when your division only has 25 fighters, my friend. Not when your division only has 25 fighters. Not when they throw an extra belt that in a division that you're not even fighting in, and they throw it on your match just to add more hype to that fight. Yeah, how does Clarissa Shields got belts in 5 different divisions, but only fought for a belt in 4 different divisions? I don't blame Clarissa Shields. She's doing what she got to do. She goes in the ring and she does her thing. You know what I'm saying? Bars. But I'm just criticizing the politics that, you know, might even believe what she's saying, because she does say this, but that's what I expect from someone like Clarissa Shields. Any boxer, they're going to value themselves more than anybody else is, you know? And maybe the criticizing she wants to give herself is in the private, and in public she just really, you know, puts herself in a positive light. Don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if we're gonna be honest here, ain't no match in Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? Then people go to say, oh, Clarissa Shields made the most. Come on, man. Why people just make stuff up nowadays? I don't get it. Now, Katy Taylor was set to make more, breaking the record. You know what I'm saying? It's another post, and it's by and it's, I guess it's just one of these platforms and stuff, and I believe it because it's coming from Jake Paul. We know Jake Paul got that money, so that makes you believe that Amanda Serrano will be getting paid more. If you know that Katy Taylor making that much, I think it's pretty obvious that Amanda Serrano is gonna get paid more, considering that she's under Most Valuable Promotions, under Jake Paul's, you know, promotion. And if she wins, we could only imagine how it's gonna be looking like, right? These women right here are doing male numbers, boxing, men boxing numbers. You know what I'm saying? We got to be honest here. We got to be honest here. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, but if that would never happen if it wasn't for Jake Paul, bro." That's like saying, you know, mother freaking Devin Haney wouldn't got to where he's at if it wasn't for Bill. Or if it wasn't for, or if, you know, Teofimo Lopez would have never got nowhere if it wasn't for Bob Arum. If y'all know the situation going on, you probably find that kind of funny too. But you got to get where I'm coming from, man. Amanda Serrano is clearly the best out here. Now, I think this is going to be a tough challenge for her. I do see her winning the rematch. I had her winning the first fight. I'm excited to see her come back in this joint. I think she finishes this fight with a KO. It's just, regardless win or lose, I got her as the greatest. I just think even with her losing this fight, it's hard to match her establishments, her accomplishments, in the amount of time she's been in the sport and just taking out. It's just crazy to think that a woman boxer has the accomplishments that she has. You know, 30 Sun knockouts, 47 victories. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. Looking to be an 8th division world champion with no boxing politics involved in that mix. That's pretty inspiring to me, bro. There's a lot of male boxers that don't even have the record that she has as a female boxer. You know, while we got people like Clarissa Shields, who's 3-time undisputed with only 15 fights. If boxing politics doesn't, if you don't believe in boxing politics after knowing that someone can get 3-time undisputed in 15 fights, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not just gonna be like, oh my, that's almost like us saying that Bronny James is an MVP over his father his first year. You know what I'm saying? Just because the NBA and ESPN wants to put the title out there. Yes, he is the cap. They're saying he's better. Doesn't mean you're gonna believe it. But we got a lot of casual fans who are not really into the sport that would just grab that, take it. That's why I don't fall for it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're fighting for titles that you're not even fighting in the divisions for. You know what I mean? So Amanda Serrano now has proven once again that she is not only just the best resume, but let's keep it 100. She's looking to shatter records on top of records. Katie Taylor just shattered the record. We got Amanda Serrano about to shatter that record right there, right after. You know what I'm saying? 6 million? Okay, no problem. We about to shatter that. Now, the exact numbers is not out yet, but once I find out, you know I'm going to put y'all on. But I think it's pretty obvious that she was going to shatter that regardless because, you know, the person that's paying Katie, which is MVP Promotions, you know what I'm saying, Most Valuable Promotions, you know, it's their event. So guess who's a part of that too? The one and only Amanda Serrano, baby, the real deal GWOAT. You heard me?
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
We gonna close it like that, though.
Hold up.
This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creation. You know, if you enjoyed this video, go smash that like button, man. Go hit that like button for your boy. Make sure it's highlighted. Share this joint. You know what I'm saying? Also, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Who do you believe is truly the greatest woman of all time? And I'm not speaking about the trademark. Let's not talk trademarks. And for a second, don't bring up that 5 different world champions if you didn't fight in those divisions to earn those belts. Because I'm going to just tell you boxing politics, call you casual, move on, it's on to the next. But without including boxing politics, let's look at the resumes for real and let me know what you think in the comments. We could probably further elaborate if you're not on some BS and act like you don't know what you're talking about, right? Other than that, I love y'all. That's it. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to keep it short, but you already know what's up. Toma!